What is up, guys? What is up? Welcome. What is everybody up to right now? Anything special going on? What is up? Really? What is up, guys? What is going on? Welcome to Zach Baby TV once again. We are doing a live chat Q&A, maybe a little short narration here and there. Basically, just wanted to reach out to everybody to see who's available to talk at the moment, at least. Cameron Smith. Zach, King of the Midnight Society. What's up? Hey, what's going on, man? I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Working on my truck project, taking a break. There you go. Take a break with me. Brendan Buckholder, what's going on? Welcome. You made some rules for the Midnight Pony Society. Gotcha. Nice. What are the rules? All right, guys. Give me a second here. I'm going to pop this open. Oh, yeah. Well, it's Tuesday. What is going on? Thank you. I appreciate it. I love the fact that you love my videos. I appreciate it. I try to be a mixture of many things, but I try to narrow it down to just a few. The beanbag chair, it's still going. It exists, but it's just really hard to find. But I am looking for it still, so definitely keep an eye out. Crazy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collector. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm always looking for more Goosebump treasures. For Are You Afraid of the Dark, I think I pretty much have it all. Unless I come across the other two cereal boxes that I need for Captain Crunch. And then maybe a few more press kit photos if they exist. But other than that, there's just so much more Goosebump stuff. So there's always stuff I haven't seen. The leader wears camo jeans, and the rest of the crew wears black MPS crew shirts and flannel tops over the... I guess so. I don't know. They're ponies. I don't know if they could wear that, though. So, guys, what are some of your favorite stories that I've been telling? Do you guys have a particular favorite? I've been telling a lot lately, and I will continue to make more. But is there a special one, or one that gave you goosebumps? Put it in the comments below. You're welcome. You're welcome. Once I have more items, I'll be doing another unboxing, but the unboxings have slowed down. I haven't came across too much items lately. I have one right now. I have a value pack of 3 audio tapes, still sealed, but I didn't want to do a unboxing video for just one item, so I kind of have it on the side burner right now until I come across a couple more things. Goosebumps curly costume. That is a good question. I believe I do. I think the one that I'm missing is the hamster. Darkest Nightmares. That was a good one, wasn't it? Yes. Yes, Braden. Yes. Darkest Nightmares was creepy. I love how it was a twist, how you were thinking it was a monster, or a ghost, or a spirit. The monsters are humans. The twisted minds of, like, the black market type of deal, you know, with human trafficking and stuff. Yeah, that was a real good story. In this newest story that I did right now, my daughter's coming home. It got flagged for some type of copyright stuff, so it's like I'm debating on fighting it because they said, oh, you know, if They could shut your channel down, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, whoa, is it even worth trying to fight it? Like, there's some French companies saying that the music's there. I'm like, there isn't even any visual or anything. I'm totally in the clear, but I still don't know if I'm going to go through the process of it. Because it goes above YouTube. It goes to like some, I don't know, like I don't know who these people are, but so like I can't even, I'm not even allowed to monetize the last video I did, which was the daughter's coming home, which was a really cool story, by the way. Headlights and fog. Oh, you like that one? Yeah, that one was kind of a mind twist, wasn't it? Guy just kept going and going, after he left the airport, and he meets up with that other guy and almost bashes his head in. And the guy's like, "Hey, I've been here forever. I don't know how to get out of here." And there ends up being like some creatures in the mist, and it's like they went into a different realm. It's almost like Silent Hill in a way. That was a good one. Like that was a story that should have had a part two. I agree. It was a good story, but it should have continued somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I don't know about a personal favorite for myself, but I like a lot of them. Like The Asylum was a good one. Don't sleep in your car at night. That one gave you chills. Yeah. Oh yeah. How did you like the demonic voice I did to the person that was scratching and banging on the outside of the vehicle? That was pretty creepy, wasn't it? I was looking for directions for the nearest town. Yeah, I played with that one with the tweaking. Yeah. Yeah, that was a creepy little tale, wasn't it? Bet you won't sleep in your car at night, will ya? I was thinking about reading this little tale for you guys real quick. It's on Reddit. The author is the real Keely, and it's asking people, can someone explain? It says, my husband and I went to a sandwich shop yesterday. While we were waiting for our food, another couple walked in. The woman was wearing a green and white striped dress. Here's the weird part. Every time I looked at her, she changed. I would glance at her 1 minute, and she would look like she was about in her 20s. The next minute, she would look middle aged. Her race switched between white and Latina, and her hair changed from light brown blonde to almost black. Her facial features were almost non consistent. I got a feeling like I shouldn't make eye contact, so I just tried to ignore it. It was really confusing, and when I mentioned it later to my husband, he said that he noticed it as well, and even I pointed out some of the changes I didn't see. I have no idea. I have no idea what to Google, so I triggered out. Wait, what the hell? Typo! Oh, I have no idea what to Google to figure out what I saw. I don't know. Matrix glitches? Lighting? You tell me. They live! Humanoids? Reptile people? Who knows? Yeah, the demon voice was creepy, guys. Yes, it is. I always try to improve my demonic voice. I'm always trying to tweak it and try to figure out different ways to pitch it. But it's a pitch effect that's on my program. Um, yes, the voice was definitely intense. Yes, and I'll just find new ways to do more. What is the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in real life? Let's see, a few things. Me and my cousin were taking the back roads through Temecula, wine country. Um, It was like 3 in the morning. We were leaving the casino. We were gambling a little bit here. This is a few years back now. And we were going through some weird, crazy dirt roads where there's some like secluded houses out in wine country. And we passed by this like dark figure just standing in like right by the street in front of some house. Now, mind you, there's like no lights out there. He was like super skinny with like a trench coat with a black hat. And could not tell the person's face. Like it was just a black image just standing there. We drove by, kind of creeped out, like what the hell was that? Why was that person just like standing there? So I was like, what the hell? So I stopped and I actually looked in my rearview mirror, didn't see anything. I turned around and it was freaking gone, guys. Like it was like disappeared. But we drove right past him. We freaked out. There's also a place called Quest Haven that's in San Diego County. And legend goes that the white lady was burnt alive in the insane asylum that was there. And I guess they tore down the insane asylum and they built some weird church organization community that's all private and gated on the property of this insane asylum that got burnt down in a fire. Something about demonic entities in the place. There were some murders. There was some crazy stuff. Now, you have to go down this crazy windy road to get to this place, guys. I made a video about this on my channel. Look up Quest Haven, haunted something, Quest Haven. Check it out though. Basically, there were some buildings that were boarded from the inside, not the outside, which was really creepy. So we snuck into the woods because we were trying to see if the insane asylum was in the elfin forest somewhere. Not realizing at the time that it's actually the property that's gated is where it was. So we were getting lost in the middle of nowhere in the woods for no reason. Hearing some weird stuff, guys, for real. No worries, welcome back. Just telling my story here. So anyways, about an hour later, miles in, we were like, screw it. We go back out, start walking up the hill to where we parked his truck. We hop in. Windows down, radios turned off. We're just kind of disappointed. We didn't see nothing. We had night vision. We had flashlights. We had lights on our head. We had knives, for the coyotes, whatever, So we're driving back up the windy hill to go back towards civilization. And then literally, guys, this is 3 in the morning. There's nobody out. Radio's off. Windows are down. So we're cruising really slow because we're just kind of bummed out. We're tired. We reached the top of the hill before we go back into the housing community, leaving the woods. We hear this woman/child laugh. And it sounded like it was right behind us in his Ford Ranger pickup truck. There was nobody else behind us. Pitch black roads. There's nobody outside. Like, this is a very secluded place. And I heard it. And he obviously heard it because he looked at me and I looked at him. He looked at the radio and I was like, the radio's off. He floored it so fast, guys. We flew the hell out of there so fast. I mean, we had goosebumps for reals. And you could ask my cousin that. He will tell you the same story. I am vouching it for him and myself. That is a true story. We heard the white lady laugh. It sounded like she was in the truck with us. It was really creepy. We didn't see anything, but we heard it. That was probably the creepiest thing I ever went through. Let's see. What's up, Zach? How is it with the videos? Great, Nikki. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Nikki Castile. What are you talking about? Quest Haven. It's a haunted area that used to have an insane asylum in San Diego County, North County. I think it's San Marcos. And we visited there, me and my cousin, years ago. And I was just telling a story about how we heard someone laugh in our truck when we were leaving the forest because we snuck in the woods and didn't find anything, but we heard somebody laugh, like a spirit, laugh at us when we were driving away. It was like 3 in the morning in a very secluded area. Very creepy. You notice, yeah, 3 a.m. is supposed to be the hour of spirits. If you do some history on it, it always happens around 3 in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning is the hour of spirits. The only thing, I don't know why, but the only guess that I could come up with is because of the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, which is, if you're a Christian, that is the sign of the cross for Catholicism, because Catholic is Christian, and Catholic was the first Christian religion, the only one that dates back to Christ. None of the other churches go back to that time frame. Even Islam didn't come out until 500 years after Jesus, and Muhammad was like a pedophile. So, and if you read some of the Quran, like, there's some crazy shit in there. So, anyways, I'm not judging anybody. Okay, it's all good. I don't care what your religion is. I'm the same. um, yeah. So yeah, I think 3 a.m. has to do with the Holy Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. That's the only thing that makes sense about the number 3, unless you're into Santeria. That's a legua. A legua. Pamparanzo. Yeah, he will show you the road, the right path. A legua. His number is 3, and the number 21. That's in Santeria. See, now we're getting into the more spiritual side of things. See, I'm not judging anybody, but I'm just saying, I know some stuff. Okay? So, anyways, back to the comments. Please see my last comment. Okay, let's see, Devon. So you should do a horror story of an evil tow truck driver or a car junkyard slasher. Interesting. I'll have to look that up to see if I come across anything like that. I wouldn't mind. I know they made a couple movies like that. Yeah, holy crap, Crisscross Productions. I know. Tell me about it. The Holy Trinity, 3 a.m. Or Santeria for a Legua. Who knows? When I was 5 years old, my teddy bear moved all by itself, and I still have a nightmare about the teddy bear, and I still have the bear. Well, don't get rid of the bear. Didn't do nothing to you, right? I had a teddy bear when I was younger. His name was Bear Bear. Still have him too, but it's at my mom's and stepdad's place in Florida, and I don't see myself going there anytime soon. He was a big bear. I used to practice my ninja skills on his ass when I was a kid. Elder Scroll 121, welcome. Hey Zach, I found out that because the medieval times was when nobody was praying, so it was when the supernatural created. You know what? Maybe nobody was praying at 3 a.m. because everybody was sleeping. But you know what? Why 3? People were asleep at 11, 12, 1, 2, 4, and 5, and 6 half the time. Why 3? That's the question. You're talking about the evil laugh in the story. Oh, gotcha. Which story are you referring to, Crisscross? I have a lot of them. Piano lessons can be murderous slept on. Well, you know what? I think it's the TV show version of it that really screwed up the book. It wasn't my favorite book, but if you're into it, you're into it. I'm personally not into it. I'm more of the camping comic book side of things, like the Mass Attack of the Mutant and Welcome to Camp Nightmare, A Night in Terror Tower, because I love medieval stuff. And so it depends on what you're into. I'm not into pianos. I'd rather have an electric guitar and get down. Yeah. Hello, Reject Pizzo. What's up? RFJ. Sorry, mispronounced that. So you guys go ahead and add some more comments in. I'm going to look for another little story here to present for you. Welcome. Okay, I'm just trying to find you something that's not too long. I had an old car that tried to start itself once and junked it because I thought it wanted to kill me. Interesting. You made your own Goosebumps 3 script. That's interesting. Goosebumps 2 is supposed to be Horrorland, and that's something that me and Goosebumps Aussie fan actually came up with together several months before they came out with that idea and then switched it to Goosebumps Haunted Halloween. The Horrorland, I think, was a better idea. It was our idea because they could have used different areas in the theme park to present different characters from different books. They could have had the secret headquarters of the Masked Mutant in one area. They could have the Werewolf of Fever Swamp in the forest somewhere in the swamps. I mean, there's just endless possibilities with Horrorland. You could open up so much, you know what I mean? So that was all us. And then they changed it to Haunted Halloween, which I did not hate. I liked the actors better in the second film because they were younger. They were more age appropriate to the book series. I did not like the fact that they had more Halloween decorations in it than characters from the books. I didn't see anything from the books except for the characters from the first movie. Like, I'm over the Abominable Snowman in Pasadena, okay? Sorry. Werewolf of Fever Swamp, it's cool, but there's other characters, okay? Where was Curly? Where was the monster blood? Where was the haunted mask with the original real mask? Thank you. Where was the masked mutant? Where was the horrors? Cuddles, something. Give us the good ones. I'm telling you, the people that are directing this are failing because they're not Goosebump fans. Okay. Yeah, the second one was okay. I think part 3 is going to be about Horrorland, but I'm going to go see it regardless. But I'm disappointed every time I go, so it is what it is. The Abominable Snowman is in your script. I don't know why he gets so much airplay. I mean, I understand Slappy. Slappy's kind of like the main icon, but Curly is like the frickin' mascot of the series. He's never got his own book. Why can't Curly be in a frickin' movie? That upsets me. Yeah. And then you guys heard about the Are You Afraid of the Dark as well, right? That movie was supposed to come out in early October. Well, Paramount Pictures postponed it. They never told us why, but it's on hold now, so that means they're probably never going to do it. Now, I'm trying to figure out why that is because I know the director from the movie It was behind it. So that movie would have been PG-13, and that movie would have been darker and a lot better than Goosebumps. I think maybe they postponed it because maybe they want to get some of the original people involved and they haven't negotiated everything fully with their lawyers and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe they ran out of time and they didn't want to rush it. Like DJ McHale. Maybe they wanted his involvement with the directing, but they're still dealing with things to come up to an agreement or terms. You know what I mean? Maybe they wanted to get Ross Hall involved with it, or that girl that was on the movie Dead Wish. That was Kiki from that movie Death Wish. That was with Bruce Willis. That was Kiki from Are You Afraid of the Dark, guys? Go watch it. Death Wish. It just came out a couple years ago, or maybe a year ago. I don't know. It's a good movie though. Anyways, yeah, maybe they need to get some of the original people to stand around the campfire and then tell a ghost story. That would be cool. They got to have some of the original people in it to make it work. What's your crazy dream? Yes, I want to hear your dream. You want to put monster blood in your butt? Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I misread that. Exactly. Curly should have been in every single film. You ready to get mad at me? I'd rather have Curly in the film than Slappy. Sorry. I know. Go ahead. Leave the chat if you want to. I'm dead serious. To me, Curly's cool. I love Curly. Fighting off a white shark in Biloxi Beach. That's interesting. Good luck on that one. Interesting. So far, guys, it seems like you've only listened to some of the newer stories. Now, Darkness, that Darkness story was definitely good. Lights in the Fog was good. Let me see what else was good. Let me just glance here real quick, guys, because I had some really good stories you guys need to check out. Let's see here. Darkest Nightmares was really good. Waving Skinwalker is actually a sequel, part 2, from another story that I narrated months ago called A Tale as Old as Time. So, Waving Skinwalker is actually part 2 of another story. So, go to my channel and search, sorry about that, for A Tale as Old as Time. That is actually part 1, and Waving Skinwalker is actually part 2. The Asylum was a good story. Picture This is a great story, guys. That has to do with the making of a serial killer. You guys should be watching Picture This. That author, I forgot his name, De La Cruz, I forgot, but that story was ranked like the best story of 2015 on a couple blog websites. And I found the guy online and I said, hey, do you mind if I read your story? And he said, yeah, sure, go ahead. Picture This. It has purple font and it shows a corpse coming out of the morgue door. Listen to that, guys. It's 44 minutes long, okay? It's long. But that is a badass story. Another one is File T2R1H9. That has to do with like the zombie apocalypse, like how it began with the scientists and how it outbreaked. And it's like case files based off of a scientist and his daily procedures of witnessing it and dealing with it. That is also a long one. But file T2R1H9 is also very, very good. Doom is good. You want something that's original? I wrote the Doom story. It's called Doom Operation Rescue. 22 minutes long. It's cool. Check it out. RFJ, yeah, I'm digging that. That's cool. Those are some good choices. I agree. Children playing flashlight tag in my backyard. That's also a cool story. I'll never ride the subway again. That was a creepy story, guys. That one was creepy. Moonrise Cabin was another good story, guys. Masonic Cemetery was creepy. The Woods. Accounts from a northwestern Minnesota Cabin was good. Campfire Story was creepy. Why I Left the Woods was super creepy. The Return of Zebo. I wrote that, guys. Come on. The Return of Zebo was like a classic. There's a lot of good ones in there, guys. There's a lot of good ones. Town of the Skin Man was awesome. Town of the Skin Man. I narrated that about a month ago. It's about 17 minutes long. It's not that long of a story, but it is very, very well written. Definitely, you guys should check that out. I believe Richard Hortzfitz voiced Skipper. Let me see who that is. Actually, I have the audio tape right here. Let me grab it, Cameron. Give me 1 second. Okay, according to the audiobook now, guys, of Attack of the Mutant, Skipper is Richard Hortzfitz. Yep. Libby was Nancy Cartwright. The Masked Mutant was Townsend Coleman. Wilson was Brian Donovan. And the Galloping Gazelle was David Jolife. Whoever the heck those people are. They did a great job, though, I'll tell you that. A wonderful job. Their voices were perfect for that audio tape. And the effects were fantastic. The new Goosebumps audio books is like one person the whole way through. It is not the same compared to the original audio tapes. Much more effort into it, probably more money too. Oh well. Let's see what. Oh, let me catch up here, guys. You got a lot of comments coming through. See, in high school, I wrote about a story about an old dirt road, and the teacher was scared when she reviewed it. Oh. Creepy stories that creep me out the most. I personally love anything that's to do with like spiritual, paranormal stuff. I love anything that has to do with skinwalkers, wendigos. I'm really into that. Anything that has to do with like the forest and the woods, cabins. I love stuff like that a lot. Is that the same person, Cameron? All right. I got another little short, creepy one I'm going to narrate, guys. Ready? It's called Her. I see her getting ready in the morning, brushing her perfectly hypnotized hair. She will soon be on the road. Oh, how I will miss her so much. Those morning's touches feel so good. Goodbye, my love, I say to her as she leaves. I can see her smile as she locks her door. Oh, how she makes my day, and she will be on her way. When I spy from my window sill, my smile cannot help but bust at the seams. One day she will notice me. Oh, how I love the wife of my dreams. 2 hours later than usual. Where have you been? Thought I already got rid of him. The day has come that you will notice me. My wife you were meant to be. Ooh, that was creepy. That reminds me of that show You that's on Netflix. Creepy! Definitely a creepy little one right there, guys. Yeah, I love stories that has anything to do with camping, too. I love anything that has to do with camping. Those are always like the main ones that I look for, but I'm pretty open-minded if it's written well. What else is going on, guys? So I have a special request to look for a tow truckers type of story. Any other type of story you guys want me to want to hear of me? Yes, I'm very scared of sharks. Definitely yes. I don't know who wouldn't be. Ugh. Any requests for certain type of stories that you guys would like to hear narrated? Someone requested a truck driving creepypasta. I'll have to look into that. Anything else? You want more camping? You want road trips? You want hiking? There's so many different categories for scary tales. I'm actually going to be making a shirt that says that. Are you afraid of the fart? It will be excellent on my store for sale. Still waiting to hear more requests. Let's see. You'd like to hear a narration of a game of flashlight tag? Yes, I've seen that online. And I actually heard somebody narrate that already. But it's an old story. I don't know if it's up. It might be up for grabs for anybody to use it. I just want to make sure. I don't want any issues with the author. I'll look into it because I know where it's. I know a couple places where it's actually written. So I just have to double check. But yes, I definitely would like to narrate that. I've heard that story and I enjoyed it very much. Black-Eyed Children. No, I haven't, but there was a fan of mine on one of my earlier videos who mentioned that he came across some Black-Eyed Children. Can you try to find one about an unknown being stalking and watching someone? Yes, a stalker. Classic. Interesting. Very interesting. That shouldn't be too hard to come across. There's a lot of stalkers out there at night. That's why Houdini made that song in 1983, 84. The freaks come out at night. How about some paranormal type stories? Like, let me think. Where am I going with this? Possession. Yes. Real possessions. I don't know. I know the Goosebumps creepypasta stories. I did. The original one was done by somebody, God knows who, whatever. And I narrated that for the hell of it. And then I said, you know what? I want to do my own because there's some books I wanted more of. So I did. The first one was Return of the Mutant, Return to Shock Street, or was it Revenge? Return to Shock Street, Revenge of Shock Street. I forgot. Um, Return to Camp Nightmare, Trick or Treat at Dead House, and then I did Surviving Horrorland or something like that. Like, I wrote those stories, guys. I took pieces from the books and put in new characters. I even added myself in a couple of the books because I wanted to. I wrote it. Who cares? And it turned out pretty darn well. I did the same thing with the Return of Zebo for Are You Afraid of the Dark? Loved it. Oh, love that. It was like one of the best. Definitely. Yes, definitely. Anyways, guys, I'm probably going to cut this off. We have been online here for quite a while, and I simply just have things to do, but I definitely wanted to chat with you guys, do a couple narrations, and kind of just pick your ear at a few things and answer some questions for you. I appreciate you guys coming by. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell so you never miss another video. And yeah, just make sure you're active on my channel. Make sure you write comments. Make sure you share my stuff on your social medias. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming.